What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and of course, I have some continued news concerning Gabriel Maestre. You know, we had the racial corruption, rather, of the judges and how the fight was scored, but I want to counterpunch something else that happened in that fight concerning the gloves. Okay, and the gloves of Gabriel, the tape was so high, okay, past the wrist part of the glove to the point it is a skin job. What they call it skinning, right? When the tape is too high. See, the tape is supposed to be here. It's supposed to be cut off here. But when you bring it too high, it raises the glove, okay? And it raises the cushion and everything on the glove when you tape it up higher, okay? And it has to be tight like all that stuff is. When it's tight, this part is pushed back and the knuckles are exposed to give you a better punch. Now, the irony of that is the motherfucker didn't even throw a lot of punches. You know, he didn't really even make that known. However, shout out to the referee, because the referee did his job by seeing that right. Mark Nelson, the referee, he saw that right off the bat. He saw that, hey, that tape is too high on these gloves. So shout out to Mark Nelson for doing his job, for acknowledging that and seeing that, pinpointing like, yo, that's not right. And, you know, the advantage of that is if your knuckles are more exposed in a glove, you're able to punch more and punch better and harder because there's more knuckle that you're hitting your opponent with. It's almost like this. It's like a misdemeanor version of Jose Resto when they took the fucking padding out of the glove. That's pretty much the same. You're just pushing it back, or packing, or when you punch the glove cushion back to the point where the cushion is here and it's more knuckle exposed, so make you punch harder. So it gives you more impact on your punch. Now, the downfall of that, you could break your hand, but at the end of the day, the gloves are there to protect your fists, not the person's head. Okay, so a lot of people think the cushion is for the head. No, the head is just to get hit. That's why it's such a brutal sport, okay? So the weird thing about this also is none of the commission in Minnesota signed off on it. You know, anytime you see a fight, you should see initials here, right? And you should see those initials. And it's crazy because at the end of the day, you think like, okay, who in the hell allowed him out of the dressing room without signed off gloves? That means nobody looked at these gloves. Nobody saw these gloves. Nobody examined these gloves except the referee, Mark Nelson. Okay. So again, shout out to Mark Nelson on pinpointing and seeing this, you know, and because it's people like that do the job that makes the sport challenging for the goodness of the sport, okay? And I must say, and this is what I must counterpunch, there are various channels, the usual suspects are saying now, like, hey, now you're saying that there's no cheating in boxing. Now you're saying that there's no, there's no way the commission could have missed that if the commission was so on their game. Let me counterpunch. I know what people are trying to do now, the usual suspects. I'm talking about the people that believe in Glovegate, the people that think Tyson Fury himself cheated, those type of people. And what they're doing, they're trying, this particular fight, they make a point by saying, hey, the commission can't be trusted, and Tyson Fury got away with the commission not looking at his gloves. Let me counterpunch. For one, his gloves were signed off on. This was a shit job. I admit, this was terrible. Whoever the commission is in Minnesota, all of them need to be fired. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Somebody else needs to come in either from Chicago or Philly or New York. But those guys should never be able to, the whole commission needs to be wiped out. Fuck them. Fuck them all because they need to go. Pardon my French. They need to go. Second, Tyson Fury's gloves were signed off on. They were examined. The opposite trainer, which was JD's, was there watching the whole thing, skinning and grinning. Javon was putting in there. They looked at it. They signed off on it. That was that. Okay? That was not the deal. And third, you're trying to make this as an example of skinning, or not this example, but Tyson Fury. Well, hey, he could have cheated, but skinning wasn't one of them. Skinning wasn't one of the things that he was doing, because you could look and see where the damn tape was. There was nothing wrong with the tape like this particular fight was. There was a signed off commission statement like we saw that verified that those gloves were okay on Tyson Fury, versus this shit. Nobody even know. I don't know. I didn't sign it. You know what I mean? So all you guys need to be fired because none of you guys did your job. Tyson Fury, that wasn't the situation. So this is one of these things where people try to compare by association. Oh, you're saying there's no cheating in boxing, this, that, and the other. Yeah, this is a smaller show. This was amateur night. But when Tyson Fury was getting his gloves wrapped, it was far from that. It was completely the opposite. You had everybody. You can't say JD's dropped the ball just because he didn't see something and then Deontay Wilder got the shit beat out of him. You can't say that, okay? Because there was nothing like this that's showing that damn tape way up there on this glove, you know, and Joe Goosen pointed it out, and it was funny because Joe Goosen was like, I can't say I ever did it, but you knew about it. You knew what the hell was trying to happen and what was going on in that situation. So, this whole fight stunk to high heaven. And so many reasons why this fight itself should have been a no contest. Okay? You know, McCall Fox should have 2 losses instead of 3. And Gabriel Maeste'S, he should have 3 wins and 1 no contest. Okay? So there should be no harm, no foul. This was just a shit job. An investigation needs to be done, but they need to eradicate this fight before they investigate this fight. Because at the end of the day, this fight was scored wrong, was conducted properly, and everything about it was terrible. Okay? But anyway, for those who trying to say, oh, well, hey, the commission can't be trusted. Yeah, these people can't be trusted. They all need to be fired. I didn't see that in the Tyson Fury fight. And I appreciate people that I would appreciate if people don't try to associate each and every time to Tyson Fury when you guys still don't know what the hell really happened in that fight. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about the gloves being tampered with Gabriel Maeste'S. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.